Oh, hey guys. Happy Halloween. It is October 31st, and this is, if not my favorite holiday, definitely like top two. Like 4th of July is up there because it's just based around barbecue, and I love barbecue. But October, it's just like, let me just see your creativity. Let's see how weird you can get. And I have plenty of weirdness to go around. So, love October. I love Halloween. And also, today is the last day of October, which is like crazy because that means tomorrow is November. But anyways, so what I want to talk about today was a thing that I don't think I bridge the gap on well enough, because in my head, I'm a personal trainer. Like, I see the direct correlation of injury prevention and functional training. But the more people I talk to, the more they don't really understand, why do functional training? I go to the gym, right? But I just want to kind of talk about it. Okay. So normally the cycle of getting motivated, especially around this time of year, you start hanging out with your friends, you start drinking a little bit more, you eat a little bit more. Today, I'm probably going to have way more candy than I've ever had in the entire year, right? And it's almost socially accepted to gain holiday weight, right? It's rude. Why? Stop enabling me. But, we're going into October, Halloween. We're going into November, Thanksgiving. We're going into December, Christmas. And then we get to end the entire year with New Year's Eve, which guilts you into having a weight loss plan and making you feel guilty for the last 3 months of just binge eating, even though it was socially built into our society, right? Grr, don't like it. So, after all of this, guilting and weight that you've put on over the holidays, you're like, okay, I'm finally going to do something about this. I'm going to go to a gym. You go to a gym, you're lucky enough to find a gym that has a good fitness class that you like. The fitness class has a really awesome community. You hang out with the people in your community, at the gym, and you're starting to feel good. You're moving, you're learning stuff, you're working out, you're losing weight. You're like, yes, this is amazing. All right, I'm kind of learning off of the 10-second intro of what the trainer's telling me of okay, this is how to do a squat, and go. And now you have to do it for 45 seconds, right? It's okay, I hope I'm doing it right. They're not going to tell you if you're doing it right or not, right? So let's say you're doing great. You're killing it. You're crushing it. You're getting all this weight, being able to pick up weight, dropping pounds on your own self, right? And then it happens. You finally get injured. No, it could be something like a sprain. It can literally be just rolling your ankle, pulling your shoulder, not having your elbows at the right angle during push-ups. But something is just shoulder kind of hurts, pulled my hip a little bit. Oh, my feet just aren't, my plantar fasciitis is flaring up, and I just don't understand why, right? And so you have to take maybe a week or 2 off, right? If it's a really bad injury, you have to take about 6 weeks off. And nothing kills that forward momentum like an injury, right? You can be as super motivated as possible. Your mind can be ready. And then all of a sudden your body's no. It's so frustrating getting injured, especially when you're just getting back on the horse or the bike or whatever analogy you want to use, right? So you take all of these weeks off, you get recovered, you're now a little bit less motivated. You're a little bit less intrigued at all of the weight that you were losing because now you've put all that weight back on, and you feel like you have to start all over again, right? But there's some of us that are stubborn and we're like, no, we're not going to start from the bottom. I'm going to start at the weights that I was using before I got injured. So instead of starting here, we're starting here. And you know what happens then? You're right, another injury, because we didn't slowly dip our toes in the water. We just cannonballed right back in, and we forgot that we still don't know how to swim, right? So let's skip all of that, right? I say my belief is start with personal training. This way, you're learning how to squat, you're learning how to do a push-up, you're learning what your own personal muscular imbalances are. And that personal trainer is going to be able to write a program that fixes that for you directly. It's amazing, right? My hip imbalance is not the same as somebody else's shoulder imbalance, which is not the same as somebody else's core imbalance, right? Sure, we can all benefit from functional mobility movement for each of those areas, but if your shoulders are twisted and somebody else's is twisted the other way, right? Same motion, correct? Like we can pretty much use the same exercises. However, if one of my legs is internally rotated and your shoulder is rotated this way, right? We're going to be doing completely different mobility work. So what we do over here at Untamed Fitness is we focus on 2 weeks, hardcore, just teaching you how to move, addressing like, hey, did you know that you have a slight twist? Which a lot of us do if you don't even know that, right? A lot of us have a weak side and a strong side. A lot of us also have a twisted side, right? Just something little, right? It can be something like this, right? It can be something like this. Something just so minute that you don't even realize it. However, it could be literally the reason why your back hurts all the time, or why you have this forward posture. Like a lot of body and muscular imbalances actually like go back to your jaw placement. So like really highly skilled personal trainer such as myself can be able to tell you what's going on with your body and then how to fix it before you jump into the group classes. So what we do is 10 days of hardcore, just like telling you what your body is at, how to fix it. And then from there, after those 10 days, you can, if you like, jump into the group classes, and then you still see your personal trainer once a week. So this is going to make sure that anything new that you learn, like, oh man, I've never done a clean and press with a barbell. I am not comfortable with this, right? Okay, well, let's talk about it. Why aren't you comfortable with this? Oh, this is more of a mental block. Okay, let's do some mental training, right? So you're still getting that one-on-one experience with your personal trainer, and you're not just getting thrown in with the wolves and being like, all right, well, good luck. Well, how's my form? I think it's good, but there's someone over here that needs me, so you're probably fine, right? Group classes are awesome, really good for keeping morale high, keeping your effort high, and then making sure that you're getting that community element, which a lot of us are missing in 2023. Ever since the pandemic, I feel like everyone is trying to just stay in their own little bubble, but we do need community. We are very like social creature, us humans, right? Like we need other people to feel better about ourselves. So group classes definitely help add in that community feeling, and then also adding that personal training element in. We're kind of reverse engineering the whole fitness industry, which I know can be kind of scary and asks a lot of questions, right? Why do it this way? I say, why do it the regular way? Why wait until you get injured and then go to personal training? Why don't you just go to personal training first, avoid the injury, realize what you're doing wrong, and then use group training as a way to get your cardio and your endurance built? But that's just me. All right. So this brings me to my only point, which is saying that Untamed Fitness is starting our small group classes November 13th. I would love to have you guys all in. If you sign up for small group classes by the end of the week, which today, like I said, is October 31st. If you sign up by the end of the week, you will get 50% off of your personal training sessions for the first month of November. So instead of paying, I don't know, $100 a session, you're paying $50 a session, which is like a super steal, okay? Like, subscribe, sign up, all of those other things that you're supposed to do on internets. I don't know. All right, I'll see you guys there. Bye.